always claim that Atelier is my favorite franchise, and I love every single one of the games very dearly. But which one is actually my favorite? If I had to choose between one or the other, well, we're gonna find that out right now. It's gonna be hard, but we'll do it.
Who's he?
Kentman!
He's not important!
Okay. Hello, gamers and collectors, it's your boy Kentman, and today we're going to be figuring out what my favorite Atelier game is out of all the games that are shown throughout the series. And I don't know how well this is going to go, what the first games are going to be, but I'm going to give my honest first critiques on picking my favorite Atelier game in an honest and true ranking system. So let's get into it. This is not really all that fair. Now, I love Memoru. I think it's a wonderful third game into the Arlen trilogy, a really good expansion of the world. And technically, Verona was my first ever Atelier game that got me into the franchise, but I love Ryza. Ryza 2 specifically, I think was a really solid fucking game. It expanded on the world of Atelier Ryza. It also made you like have this whole new nice little world that you could explore. You were trying to figure out this new sprite. Let's not kid ourselves. I love Ryza. Ryza is my favorite Atelier character of all time nowadays, and I gotta go with Ryza 2. I got to. It's just the facts, but it is what it is. We got Shelly or Valorant. I have never played Valorant yet because they haven't remade these games yet, and I want them to eventually. So unfortunately, I have to go with Shelly because Shelly is amazing. Shelly is amazing. Oh no! What? Oh no! Okay, we got Sophie 2 and Yumiya. Now, Yumiya has recency bias as it just came out this year, and I really did love Yumiya, but I love Sophie 2 as well. Damn it! Why? Oh, Jesus Christ, Sophie or Yumiya? I might have to go with Yumiya because I really love Yumiya. I really endured that game. I put so many hours into that game, and it has so many better like DLC crossover events from Tales of Grace's F in the Tekken collab, and it's constantly getting new updates as well. And I think just Yumiya as a character who is trying to rebuild the alchemy world is just great. But I also love that we also got another game for Sophie, and hopefully we get a third one too, because I think Sophie deserves it. But at the end of the day, I think I have to go with Yumiya in the end. Atelier Frizz or Lulua, which is not fair. I honestly think this game deserves a deluxe edition because it's a great addition into the Arlen series. This was the first time we got a fourth game within a trilogy, which was never thought of before. And I really think that Lulua was a very fucking amazing game. But at the end of the day, I really like Ferris. I think what they did with Ferris was such an amazing, beautiful adventure. And I really like the fact that they brought Sophie back, spoilers, and you just got to see this whole girl that was trying to bring, it kind of had that Girl Lagan kind of feel where she was trying to get out of the mines and she wanted to see the world and bring Atelier and the world of alchemy to the world. And I just gotta go with Ferris. I think Ferris is a better game in the long run. Ooh, okay, we're not gonna cat. I love Sophie. Atelier Sophie was such a great game. Now, when this game first came out, a lot of people didn't really like Sophie, but I think Sophie was just a better game. Now, this sucks because this is two of the games in the same trilogy, which is the last game in the Mysterious trilogy and the first game in the Mysterious trilogy, but I think Sophie just has a way better presence. But I'm gonna have to go with Sophie too. Sophie. I think Sophie is just a better game. Now, we are getting into Lulua again versus Mana. Now, I think Lulua is a better game, but it's not really that fair to say that because I never played the Mana games yet, so I had to go with Lulua. Plus, it has Verona in this game, so like that's just a little bit more. Next, we have Marie and Mana Kame 2. Again, I never played the Mana games, but I had played Marie, at least the remake of it, and I love Marie. I think she's really adorable and cute, and she is the first Atelier game ever to be created. And also, I love the fact that, you know, she was a kind of a school kind of failure, and all she had to do was just make a shop so she didn't fail in school. I'm gonna go with Marie. I think Marie is a better character, but it's hard to say. Now, Iris or Aisha, I definitely gotta go with Aisha. I love Aisha. She's just super adorable and amazing. So I'm sorry, Iris, but Aisha wins out that without no problem. Now we got Ellie and Ferris. Ooh, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had the chance to play Ellie yet because it hasn't got a remake and I wanna wait for the remake. So I have to go with Ferris, unfortunately. But I feels like Ellie is unfair because I think Ellie is a much cuter character, just wanna be honest. But I do like Ferris a lot too, so I'm gonna go with Ferris in the long run. And then we got Eska and Logi and Sophie. We had the dual protagonists, the love duo before, the Riaz and Slay before that, and this is like the first time they did like a male and female protagonist together in a long time, and I think I like Eska and Logi. I think Logi was just a cool fucking character, and Eska is very cute and adorable, and of course they're trying to bring back the water to the world, still continue on the Dust trilogy. However, I think Sophie in the end is still a much better game for me. I really did love Sophie, and I still want to go back and play it again because it's been a while since I played it and I kind of want to play it again. I have to go with Sophie in the end. In the end, I have to go with Sophie. The remake of Marie versus Tortori. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make me choose between these two. Oh no. Okay, Tortori is the second game in the Orlan trilogy, and Marie is the remake, as I was talking about, in the first game of the Atelier series. And I love both of these games. Tortori is super adorable, super cute. She adds on from the tradition from Verona, right after Verona. So like it has a lot of like bias from that. But I have more of a memory with Marie because I've played this recently before this game recently. So like both of them are great, but this game can be brutal. And because I like Marie character-wise and design better than Tortori, I have to go with a remake of Marie. Even though I love Tortori, I think she's super cute and I think she's super adorable, and I love Tortori in general, but I think I have to go with Marie. I really like Marie. I think Marie is a really great character. Oh, Verona and Judith. Oh no. Okay, first of all, I never played Atelier Judith because it's another game that was on the PS2 or PS1 era that never came west and never got a remake yet. So I would love to play the Judith game. But even if I did, I can't pass up Verona. Verona is literally the game that got me into the series. I love Verona. I think she's super cute and adorable. I love everything about Verona. It's an amazing game. Wish on a seen so wish on a seen say wish on a seen say. Okay, sorry. I love Verona. That's just gonna be the down truth. It is just my gateway game into the series. Next, we have Iris 2 and Lily. Now, I think I'm gonna go with Lily because I really love the Starberg trilogy more than the Iris trilogy. But I really like, there's never a bad Atelier game in my opinion, but I think Ellie is just a much better game in my opinion. Even though I never played it yet, I think it's gonna be a better game. Oh, okay, this is not fair. This is not fair at all. This is totally not fair. I think like Lido and Sully is a great fucking game, but we got Ryza 3. Ryza 3 was such a fucking amazing experience. You know, seeing the conclusion of Ryza's story. The only gripe that I have with this game is that they didn't have Ryza and Claudia kiss at the end. That's the only thing. But I think the world was great. I think the different region was amazing. Will say, I think there was some points that towards the end of the game where the open world started to get a little like dragged on and it was a little too much. But overall, I love Rice's character. I love what they did in the game. I love what they did with Toe. Boss's story was really great. It was nice to go back to the village of Ryza and see it kind of rebuilt in a way in a new engine and stuff. And at the end of the day, it's just Ryza. I love Ryza 3. I love Ryza. It was a great game. Oh no. Oh. No. Oh, Resriana, the gacha game version versus Verona, my gateway game. This is the game, not the deluxe, not the, you know, new game plus. This game specifically is the one I started playing that made me an Atelier fan today. But I really love Resriana. I love Resna. I love Valerie. I love what they did with their characters. She's also a character that's trying to bring back alchemy. But at the end of the day, as much as I love Resna, I love Verona more. I'm sorry, Resna. But Verona, I mean, this is an easy choice. Like, this is not even fair. I'm sorry, Iris, but the first Ryza, oh, that was such an experience for me. Such a baller experience. Like, seeing this brand new world, there was no time restriction, seeing this young alchemist who was just an adventurer that discovered alchemy later from Impio, and just, also I have just like a lot of nostalgia for this game because it's what got me back into Atelier for like more than it did before. Also, it also was the first game that I worked with Kyo Tecmo with. I know that's not a true reason, but like it is a reason. So like, I really loved it for that. But I love Ryza in general. But like Toruto Monoma made the character, and it just, I fell in love with it. Ryza 2 or Atelier Shelly. Damn it. God damn it. Shelly or Ryza 2. I love both of these. But at the end of the day, I think I have to go with Ryza 2. I gotta go with Ryza 2. I think Ryza 2 is just a much funner game, in my opinion. Oh, Freeze had a good run. I think it is. I think Freeze had a good run, but it's not better than Yumiya, in my opinion. I know it's not, Yumiya is not the quintessential Atelier game for a lot of people, but it was for me, and I love Yumiya. It was such a great game. Luluwa also had a good run. We're going with Sophie, because Sophie's just, I think, a much better game in the long run. Now, the first Marie versus Aisha Deluxe, I think Aisha Deluxe is a better game because we already have Remake on here. So like, I think Aisha is a better game in the long run. Ferris or Sophie? We've already had this debate, but I guess we have to go with Sophie again. Why did they make me do that twice? Okay. Marie versus Verona. And technically, at this point, this is the better game because it takes away the time restriction that this game has still, but I still love Verona. I think I will always have a soft spot for Verona. I think I'll say my favorites at the end, but Verona sounds like Corona. It does sound like Corona. I think Verona is the one I'm gonna go with because I love Verona. Verona's my it's here. It's my soul. It's my heart. Okay, we got Ellie and Ryza. I think Ellie had a good run. I think Ellie had a good run, but it's Ryza at the end of the day. So Ryza supremacy. No, I knew this was gonna come. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was going to happen. No, I can't choose. I can't choose. My first game that made me get into the Atelier series, and like my first game that got me back into the series. Here's what I'm gonna do this. Because we already have 3 different Ryza games in this category still, I'm gonna go with Verona. Because Verona is still my gateway game into the series. Ryza 2 versus Yumiya. Another hard choice. See, this has recency bias, and this just has legacy bias for me. I love Ryza as a character more than Yumiya, but Yumiya was a freaking amazing game. But Ryza 2 was an amazing game too. Okay, I think in the end, I am going to pick Yumiya because we still have another Ryza game that I love more than Ryza 2. And for that reason, I'm gonna go with Yumiya as it's the first game. This is not a good choice. I would take both of them if I could, but I think I'm gonna choose Yumiya because I would go back and play both of these, honestly. I'm gonna pick Yumiya and we're just gonna move on. I'm gonna pick Yumiya and I'm gonna move on. Jesus Christ. That was hard. Sophie or Aisha, broski. I think I like Sophie a little bit more. The one thing I love about Sophie is that she has her own style. Like she's like the renegade alchemist. Like, she has the long trench coat, she has the rag, she wears the bandana and stuff. She has like this unique look to her that I really vibe with. And I think Sophie just is overall, from what I remember, is just like a better balanced character in the end. Okay, I'm gonna go with Sophie. I think it's just my heart of hearts. Damn it. Verona versus Sophie? No. They keep hurting me. Bro. Hearing that music just took me back to 2010, bro. But I do love Sophie too. I'm sorry, Sophie. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But in the end, I think Verona's winning. It's Verona. She's okay, we have two Veronas. So I can go with Ryza 3 because we have Ryza. Why do we have two Veronas? Because there's Verona New Plus, but this is the OG Verona. No, this is the same one. It's Ryza 3 at the end of the day. I love Verona. I love Verona. I love it. But at the end of the day, Ryza 3 was just such an amazing game. I'm sorry, Sophie. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sophie. I'm so sorry. I think I had more fun with Yumiya than I did with Sophie. But I finished Yumiya. I did everything to finish Yumiya. I think Yumiya was a fun experience from beginning to end. I think Sophie is a cute character, and I do love the game itself, and I do want to go back and play it to give it its actual just dues again, because I think Sophie is just a great character. But in the end, I think Yumiya is just a better game. it's just a better game. I'm sorry. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. Bro, I get you. We're at this moment again. I can't choose. But if I'm going to be real with myself, I love Ryza more than Verona nowadays. I still love Verona. She's still my second favorite character. But Ryza, I love Ryza. I love Ryza though. So I gotta choose Ryza. I'm sorry, Verona. I'm so sorry. And it comes down to these two. Both of them, great games, amazing games, beautiful games, great characters, great fan service, beautiful stories. But this story is still going. Technically, this story is not over. While this story is over, technically they could add on another game. And the only thing that I didn't love about this game, as I said before, is the fact that these two didn't end up together and they didn't kiss. That's what I wanted. I think that's what a lot of people wanted, is Ryza and Claudia kissing at the end. And they didn't give us that. I don't know why, but they didn't give us that. Here's the thing though. I think this game did the open world better than this game. I think the maps and explorations was a lot more interesting and more fun and enjoyable to go through and 100% everything. I still didn't 100% everything in this game because there's still so much of this game. And I think this game had a better map organization than this game. However, in the end though, I love Ryza. In the end though, I love Ryza more than I love Yumiya. And that's just the bottom line. So Ryza 3 is my favorite Atelier game of all time. And if it came down to Ryza 2 versus Ryza 3, I think I would have chose Ryza 2 more than Ryza 3. I'm gonna be honest. I think I came down to this decision a long time ago that I think I liked the exploration in Ryza 2 more than Ryza 3, but I love the story more than Ryza 3 in Ryza 3 than Ryza 2. So maybe, I don't know. They're both great in their own way, but in the end, Ryza 3 was the choice. It was a very hard choice. View results. Let's see it. What did other people choose? Some people chose Ryza 2, eliminate Memoru. Some other person chose Shelly, Yumiya. That's cool that someone chose Yumiya. All right, well, hey, that is it. Let me know in the comments what you would have chose, and what games what you would have went through in your own opinion. I think this was a lot of fun, and if you guys would like to see more videos like this, let me know, and I could definitely do more of it. Maybe bring in some more people, some other people that loves Atelier, and see what they would choose versus just me. I don't know, we'll see. But in the end, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by being a fan of that like button, and also remember that fan service is the best kind of service, and I will see you in the next video next time. Bye.